Years ago, I had a small book put in my hands by a very wise man. I didn't know I had a fear of rejection, but I did. I didn't know I had the internal pain that most of us do from whatever scars we have, but I did. But he put it in my hand, that book, that text by Robert Allen, As a Man Thinketh. And I can recall as if it was yesterday, as I finally put that book down and closed the back cover, the last paragraph of the last chapter of that book said as follows: inside the man reclines the master, reclines the giant, the master. In the bark of your soul, inside of you, in the bark of your soul, reclines the master. Awaken him. What does that mean? Inside of you is a master. And the problem with most people is they're allowing the master to be kept somnolent and asleep while life goes on, while the chatter, the cacophony of sounds, the symphonic distractions of life begin to embrace one into a vice grip of shortness of breath, can't get a deep enough breath, heart pounding, heart palpitations, pain in the gut, trouble swallowing, heartburn, aching stomach, cramps, you name it, tiredness, fatigue, waking up, not wanting to get up, going to bed earlier than one should, going to bed hoping that you don't have to get up the next day. Kind of crazy. So inside the bark of your soul reclines the master. Awaken him. I learned how to be awakened not so much by just psycho-cybernetics by Maxwell Maltz, the plastic surgeon, or The Magic of Thinking Big by Dr. David Schwartz, The Greatest Miracle in the World by Og Mandino, or perhaps Think and Grow Rich, or You Can Work Your Own Miracles by Napoleon Hill, or even perhaps the great text, How to Raise Your Own Salary, which was an interview between Carnegie, an imaginary interview between Andrew Carnegie and Napoleon Hill. Or perhaps maybe it was Outwitting the Devil by Napoleon Hill, a book that was kept locked away in a vault for many, many years because his wife, who was a religionist, was afraid to have her husband release a volume like this talking about an imaginary conversation with the devil. Who would the devil be? Somebody that wanted to dismantle your capabilities of getting to where you needed to get to feel fulfilled and be a fulfiller to others, as opposed to the Dead Sea, where that water floats in there with no place to go and turns into salty brine, versus the ebb and the flow and the refreshing of water going in and water going out, as your soul begins to breathe the power of the dream into somebody else, and you breathe in the power of the dream from somebody else, and you begin to give and you begin to take and give and take, and pretty soon you begin to understand that that magical walk of faith, that magical walk of pursuing your dreams and your passions as you come to the why and the road less traveled that Robert Frost spoke about in his great poem, that you come to that crossroads and you say, I know there's a better way, and I am going to choose to take the hard way, even though I know the other way is the hard way to hell, so to speak, the hard way to complacency, which is a living hell in your life. This isn't a religious talk. This is a talk about happiness, fulfillment, and joy. And as you take that road less traveled, and you take the journey that so few take, the journey success, mission success, I know this: the fulfillment of your capabilities as a human being will become revealed to the world as it's revealed to you, and you'll be able to walk in a room and it'll be as if the temperature in that room changed, the lighting in that room changed, and all eyes will look around knowing something happened the moment you walked into that room. You say, is that really possible for me? I don't think I have that kind of charisma. I don't think I have that kind of power. I'm here to tell you that every human being has that kind of power. Every human being has that kind of charisma. And you can find it. You say, how do I find it, David? You got to come on a journey. You got to be willing to do the reading. You got to do the studying. You got to do the counseling, the coaching. And you got to open your eyes up and your mind up and your ears up and your soul up to the possibilities and speak what you want, not what you got. You've got to take advantage of the power of autosuggestion and speaking into existence what you want, surrounding yourself with the fiber and the faculties and the reasoning and the input and the people and the situations that would usher that into your life. And then you must speak what you want. Speak it as if you already have it. Look in the mirror, the man and the woman in the mirror, and tell yourself, I'm a winner. I'm an overachiever. I'm an overcomer. I'm an achiever. I'm a good person. I'm a person that does things that are a benefit to other people. I'm a servant to other people. I'm a person that gives grace, gives forgiveness, gives love. I'm a person that is not in the process of harming people, in the process of helping people. You begin to walk that journey, you'll change the mapping of your mind. Your reticular activating system will begin to refocus on a new vision, and the endorphins and the release of hormones within you and within your soul will begin to line up in a force, an attraction force that will literally change your appearance, the look on your face, the way you walk, the way you talk, everything about you. And you truly will become a man or a woman of influence that other people will want to know and other people will respect and want to sit down with and say, tell me how you did it. It's a journey worth taking.